of course, More Than a Feeling, Boston, Tom Schultz, Brad Delp, and great tune. This band had some phenomenal tunes, great guitar playing, great vocals, and I'm sure you're familiar with it. 1976, they kind of burst on the scene and finally hit it big after working on things for a while. But Brad kind of created, Tom sort of created demos of all these things, and eventually they got picked up by Epic Records. Have a lesson together on this at Totally Guitars now. That's part of the Target program, and we go over lots of stuff. We don't go over the lead. Well, we go over a little bit of this one. That is kind of a important part of heading into the chorus. But what we talk about are bar chords, playing G's, C's, E minors, and D's, and being able to do them in single time or double time. So the lesson goes heavily into that. Also talks about, we also go into the whole arpeggio thing. And a couple of different ways of picking it. I really prefer to have people do this with alternating picking rather than cross picking. And that opening riff is just one of the coolest things to work on. We can run through it a little bit here because it's a great exercise to get started on. Basically a D chord, and you're going to hit alternate downs and ups from the 4th string to the 2nd, to the 3rd, and then to the 1st. But on the 1st string, you're going to have a high G added at the 4th on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. First 4 notes then. Then back to the 2nd string, and then back to the 1st string, but this time coming off for the F sharp. And then back to the 2nd string, and then to the open 3rd string. That's really important, that you play that last note, that you let go of everything on that D chord except your 3rd finger. And you're going to keep that on throughout the whole next little sequence. Go to C in the bass, and now you just have 2 fingers on, the C on the 3rd fret and the D on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. You're going to go from the 5th string to the 3rd to the 2nd, down, up, down, and then to B in the bass on the 5th string at the 2nd fret, but you're going to hit that as an up. And then the same 2 strings, the 3rd string and the 2nd string, then the 6th string G, down, and then up on the D there. So that is the first 2 measures. Now in the lesson I have tablature to all this, and there's a lot of tablatures out there, and a lot of them have way too much detail, and you've got 14 pages worth of stuff. So what I try to do in most of my lessons is condense them down to the important things that you need, and mine's only a page and a half. Well, I guess that qualifies as 2, but so that opening thing one last time. Get that down. Then if you want to learn the rest of the song, be sure to come visit us at Totally Guitars. But that technique is really, really important. It's used in stuff like I'd Love to Change the World, and of course Behind Blue Eyes. Well, okay, all kinds of other lessons that we have there. We also have a lot of free lessons if you're interested in, just kind of getting started, especially. Most of those are on simpler things, but this is a little bit more complicated tune. And they're also here at our TG Free Lessons channel. But the lesson on More Than a Feeling is up as part of the Target program, where there are hundreds and hundreds of really cool songs, and they all teach very important techniques. So hope you can come visit us and think about joining the community over at Totally Guitars.